Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chelsea. You know that, I know that. There's only one reason I could be smiling ear to ear when starting a video, and that's because it's time to get back to our roots, baby. And we need to debunk a girl boss, a boss babe, a top self-proclaimed top MLM, multi-level marketing leader, because she just posted something that was, how do you say, dumb.
People that make anti-MLM content are hypocrites.
Now, if you're newer to my channel, you might not know that I basically built my commentary channel, or rather pivoted from beauty and lifestyle content, which got like 4 views per video, over to commentary, and then, eventually social media commentary. But I started with multi-level marketing content, anti-MLM content, and still have that stick at my butt, so to speak, regarding the cult industry that is network marketing in itself. I know far too much about it. I cannot stand it. It is extremely manipulative. The top cult experts in the US themselves top cult experts in the world have even said that yes, they are commercial cults. They use undue influence. They weaponize a dream that is nearly impossible to achieve unless you got in early or have a massive following. It's unattainable, definitely not sustainable if you are able to obtain it. And they are just full of logical fallacies, information control, emotional control, behavior, thought control, all that. The bite model. You get it, babe, okay? One of the highlights, absolute highlights of my career, other than the work that I've done with the Elizabeth podcast, which is my limited series podcast that I have with Sherilyn Dale, my partner in podcasting, about the serial con artist, Elizabeth Teckenbrock. Love it so much. But one of the other highlights of my career is when I was actually able to interview leading cult expert, Dr. Stephen Hassan, on my channel. And we talked about how multi-level marketing companies are commercial cults and how you can get people out of them. So we talked about that. He educated on that, and it was just amazing. That was amazing. I look up to him so much. So I will have that link down below. However, I am just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. And I am absolutely of the opinion, ooh girl. I am absolutely of the opinion that multi-level marketing companies are cults. And that is okay if you disagree with me. However, the signs are there, and I think it is very clear. Hello, friends. Before we get too far into this video, let's talk about something that truly brings me joy. After I put my kid to bed, even if I say I'm going to work after I do that, I don't. I get into bed, turn on all of the fans, cuddle up, turn on the sound machine, turn on the humidifier, lots of steps here, and play a cozy game. And at the top of the rotation, at the top of the list is Midas Merge. And that's the sponsor of today's video. Not only are there the cutest little creatures with the silliest little names, but this game truly feels endless. It's ad-free, so you're not going to get interrupted. It's relaxing. And like I said, it truly does feel endless. There's always something new to unlock. And speaking of which, my background today, it's inspired today by Firefly Valley. This will be the 3rd permanent garden in the game, and it feels like you are truly stepping into a dream. So beyond all that, Midas Merge is a free game, ad-free, works offline, and I love that I can play it anytime, anywhere, even when I'm in a waiting room in like a doctor's office, on a plane. Now, the first 200 people to download Midas Merge through the link in my description box or with the QR code that's been on the screen will unlock a new Lantern Goat level 1. Listen, that might sound like I'm speaking gibberish, but if you know, you know. And that's straight from Firefly Valley, babe, the new garden. It's rare, it's magical, it's mystical, it's enchanting. And the cutest thing is it's named after me. That's correct. You cannot escape me. I am now inside your phone, inside your favorite game, Midas Merge. So you're welcome. So like I said, use the link in my description box or go ahead and scan the QR code, get that Lantern Goat level 1, or shall I say CC Suarez, put me inside the game with you, okay? And thank you again, Midas Merge, for being a continued sponsor of my channel. And thank you to you guys for supporting my sponsors. I know you guys like cozy games as much as I do. So get in there, get them gems, get that goat. Now back to the video. So let's go ahead and watch this lady's video where she calls people who make multi-level marketing, anti-multi-level marketing content hypocritical. Because listen, I might be flaky. I might be wishy-washy sometimes. However, when it comes to this, I am not hypocritical. And y'all know I love to dismantle, debunk, absolutely rip to shreds this type of argument. Now, just in case she gets a little crazy, we did download it, so can't escape me, girl.
So I believe that people that make anti-MLM content are hypocrites. hear me out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then this doesn't apply to you. And I don't even know if I'm going to post it or not, but I have a little vent around it all. So there is groups, anti-MLM content creators. They have YouTube channels, TikTok, all other platforms, Reddit, and all of that. And their whole platform is on educating people on multi-level marketing.
Not her stumbling over the word educating. We're off to a great start.
The business model, they call it unethical, they call it a cult. And that's their whole platform, is educating people. That is literally what they do. And because that is an industry that has changed my life and I'm a leader, I have, not as much as some have been targeted before, but I educate myself on those platforms just because I'm a nosy woman. And so this is where I get my bold statement on why I truly feel like they are hypocritical. And this is after watching several videos over the years, and they usually grab screen recordings, you go on different Zoom calls and stuff like that. And their biggest thing is to educate. And they say that typically if you are a leader like my position, you are manipulating, and there's a lot of strong language. I don't have to list it all, okay?
There is a lot of strong language. And let me just say this, Brittany, I'm going to be as nice as possible. Keep in mind, Brittany and her downline, because I'm sure they'll find this video. I am sarcastic. I'm not all rainbows and butterflies. This is not me picking on a woman. Just because you don't agree with someone, just because you have an opposing view, again, just because you're not all sunshine and butterflies, does not mean that you're a mean girl. I have opposing views from her. I'm going to explain those, and she explains hers. I should be able to explain mine as someone who I've pivoted a little bit, or rather I've broadened my content, of course, just like, Hannah Alonso and Isabella Lanter. But I'd say realistically, the three of us still our roots. And I've even talked to Hannah and Isabella about this, more so Hannah, but I've talked to them about this too. Like, a rising tide raises all boats. Like, just because we're doing really good with social media commentary, that helps the, anti-MLM space even more too, because then people will see our other videos and then be like, oh wow, I never even thought that this multi-level marketing company could be really culty and be a scam and take over someone's life. And so they get to, be exposed to that. So that's amazing. I love that so much. And like I said, that will always be, commentary in general will always have my heart and be my roots, but anti-MLM, anti-scam, all that is that's my true love, I swear. Other than, my husband and my kid, my dog. But just want to say that just because you are an opinionated woman does not mean that you are a mean girl. And she said her thoughts, I'm going to say mine.
But here's the thing. When I was on a lot of these YouTube channels and I checked out several, a lot of them have a whole crowd of people that watch the videos. They wait for them to upload. They always have paid sponsorship. So they are making money doing this, right? They're making money. Some of them even have affiliate codes. And they spend the whole time, maybe putting on the lip gloss. And then at the end, they share their affiliate link. So the people that are watching.
Oh my God, is it me? This play about us. It's interesting because a lot of times these people who are in multi-level marketing companies don't understand that most of us who are on social media and are content creators are making money off of views and engagement. And so sure, Instagram is not typically monetized. It is for some people, but you have to get a lot of views on there. And then on TikTok, the monetization over there really does suck unless you're Michaela Noguera or getting crazy brand deals. But then with YouTube, listen, you can ask any YouTuber and any OG content creator, the YouTube monetization, across all social media, that's king. That it's remained the best, let me tell you. My biggest income earner is AdSense, meaning through views and engagement with my videos, not through sponsorship. Sometimes is equal if my views are down and my engagement's down, but typically my AdSense money from views and engagement on my videos is more. And then also, yes, sponsorships, like I said, sometimes it's even, but it's a little bit lower. So even if I don't have a sponsorship on a video, I'm still making money from people viewing that video. So,
information, it is almost like a cult, like they call us, waiting for this information from this person at the top to give to them. So then these little people go and they go to that person's video and they go to this person's video. And why I feel like that's hypocritical is because that is similar to what you accuse the multi-level marketing structure to do.
Maybe we should just let her continue and then we can go over all of our points, because no, I can't. I have to stop. So Her argument gets, in my opinion, worse. It really goes from like weak to what the hell are you even talking about? Because yes, some online communities can be culty. Absolutely, 100%. Some people's followings are absolutely culty. I do think that some corners of the anti-multi-level marketing space can be a bit, gatekeepy and not good, but that's with every community in general. Anything can be a cult, of course, but not everyone's online community is a cult, right? And then saying that they're waiting for information from you. What information? That's not how that works. Do some people look forward to videos from their favorite creators? Absolutely. I know I do, but I'm not waiting for information or waiting for the video or the contents of that video to then go share it to someone else. The success of my channel isn't relying on other people, and my money is not relying on other people sharing it with other people. It's the audience that I've built over 9-10 years now watching those videos. Does sharing help? Absolutely. Of course, that's engagement on a video. That's with anything, but it's not those people going and sharing it. And I'm not necessarily encouraging people to, or relying on them sharing that information for me to be successful in terms of like revenue as well. So that doesn't make sense.
Recruiting anyone, I honestly feel like it's worse because you have people spending hours watching your videos and then doing this work, educating other people, and they're not making any money.
What? What? This content is free. This is free content. You don't have to spend money to be in my comment section. And I'm not going to speak for other people. I am just going to talk about myself because that's all I know, right? That's not how that works at all. I'm not requiring other people to go work. What is this? What do you mean work and for free? What are you talking about? Are you talking about like them talking to other people or like sharing my stuff? If they want to, sure, go ahead, but they don't need to or have to, or it's not a requirement. That's not how that works. And then they're not technically recruiting anyone. I'm not recruiting anyone at all. If you want to subscribe, that's great. If you want to watch my videos, that's great. If not, okay, goodbye. Go find someone else that you like, right? No harm done, babe. Go on ahead. But that's the thing, is that the viewer watches the content. I get paid by the platform, by Google, the Googs, and the sponsor, if there is a sponsorship on that video, which typically almost all of my videos are sponsored. That's a crazy thing to say. I remember back in the day, I like prayed and prayed that I would get to the point where all my videos are sponsored, because it helps a lot. Okay. Because sometimes my videos do be getting demonetized. It sucks. I usually have probably a fourth of my videos get demonetized. Almost all my deep dives get demonetized. It sucks. But anyways, so I'm being paid by the platform and or sponsorship or sponsor, not by the viewer. Okay. No viewer is promised an income. They aren't even suggested that they could make an income from watching my videos, because this is not a job. This is entertainment. No viewer is recruited. There is no obligation to watch every video, stay for the whole video, click on a sponsorship link, use an affiliate link, or anything like that. You want to, that's great, but there's no obligation to do that. There's no cost to watch my content. There's no starter kit. There's no team. There's no quota. There's no selling anything. There's no financial risk. This is free. Meanwhile, in multi-level marketing companies, you are explicitly told that it is an income opportunity. This is not an income opportunity. I don't want you to work for me. Please don't. I don't need you to be a part of this. I have a team. I'm good. I'm not hiring. I want you to do well in your life. That's great. Your income is none of my business. I don't need to know about it. Want you to do good. Awesome. Good for you. I don't care. You do you. I do me. I put out content. Hope you like it. I like it.
At least us, like you guys would say, 99% of people lose money, or very small amount of people make money. I mean, at least that's a percentage. No one that's watching your video is making money. You are, though.
No one watching your video is making money. You are making money. This is like comparing two things that are not the same thing. I would say apples and oranges, but let's say a scam and not even a W-2 job. Let's compare it to something else I enjoy doing. Oh my God, it's literally how sometimes they're like, Netflix isn't paying you to watch it. Yeah, I don't work for Netflix. I just like to binge watch stuff. Let me watch Stranger Things and leave me alone. Let me watch the horrible writing on All Is Fair, okay? If I want to see Kim K cosplaying as a lawyer, even though she failed the bar, I should be able to watch that without being like, oh, they're not paying me to do this or talk about it. You don't have to make money with every little single thing you do, you greedy buttholes, you greedy buffoons. Good Lord, that's ruining your brain.
Right? You're making money. You've got the sponsorships, you got the ads, you've got your affiliate links, but you're educating, right? You're educating on a whole group of other people that are making income in a certain way. And let me just tell you this.
Yeah, because this is my job. Do you want me to do this for free? So in that same way, not calling myself a teacher at all, but then should like teachers who are educating people on certain things, history, people, situations, historical events, whatever, math, I don't know, economics, dare I say, should those people be working for free? Is it hypocritical that they are making money? What I'm hearing is that she thinks it's hypocritical that we are making money. Why is that hypocritical? We put time, research, script writing, editing. There's a lot that goes into this. It is a very easy job and I'm very blessed to do this. And I'm so thankful for you guys, obviously, for even watching my videos for free, might I add, because it's free and I'm not recruiting you into a cult. And you can have a differing opinion. Just don't be a dick, you know? Like, I don't care if you disagree with me, that's fine. Just don't be rude and don't be annoying. It's literally not that hard. We don't have to agree on everything. That's okay. But it's also not hypocritical for me to make money for the work that I do and the time that I spend doing this while also simultaneously saying and putting the narrative out there and the facts out there, dare I say, and opinions that the multi-level marketing industry is unethical and in my opinion is a scam. Teachers get paid, journalists get paid, actors get paid, entertainers get paid, producers, documentary film crews get paid, people who create content that is educational, people who educate others, train others, entertainers in general get paid. That's not unethical for them to be paid. Getting compensated for providing information doesn't magically invalidate said information. If so, then shouldn't that apply to her argument as well and what she does? This isn't some altruistic thing that she's doing, that she's like, this income opportunity can help you. Okay, so if this is something altruistic that you're doing and a good thing that you're sharing, and you're just sharing an opportunity with someone, do you still get paid for it? Yeah, you get paid when you recruit someone in a multi-level marketing company. You make money off of them. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called multi-level marketing. It'd be called single-level marketing, because that's the difference there, is making money off of the people you recruit and for recruiting them. So I can actually flip that back on you and say that that's hypocritical. Her entire argument, ironically so, is hypocritical, because you're saying it's hypocritical for me to be making money while putting out this information and educating people and doing a good thing by educating people, while you are presenting an opportunity that can help so many people and change so many lives. And well, that's a good thing, but not if you make money from it. Not if it's motivated by and has a monetary aspect to it, then no. And obviously, yes, you can love your job, but also do it for money.
I believe I'm an ethical person. I used to not be. I used to be a drug addict. I had 7 felony convictions. I tried to change my life, and no one would give me a chance. The only way I was able to change my life was through network marketing, social selling, MLM, that cult, and I have watched a lot of people change their lives. I would like to even challenge some of these people that make these channels. They're clear vendettas. Either they were in the industry and it didn't work for them, or someone that they care about, that's the case. And that is the case anywhere someone has a big dream.
Wrong. Hey, guess what? It's me. I never tried an MLM. I got into 3 of them and I was quite literally bamboozled into them because I was in sales for so long. So I was like, oh, yay, a sales position where I'm just like, I thought I was like on the corporate side selling something. And I was like, oh, wait, no, this is like, I was literally just lied to and misled. So no, I'm not doing this. So then I quit within like 72 hours ish of like joining each one. So I didn't have a bad experience because I didn't give myself enough time to even have an experience in them. So no, it's not a vendetta. It's looking at the facts. It's getting cozy in my Lola blanket. Not sponsored. I would love to be though. Lola blankets. Hit your girl up. I mean, come on now. Also, this like trauma dump of I was a drug addict. I was, you know, this and that. And this is the only thing that helped me. I mean, you probably could have gotten a different job somewhere else, but there is that aspect of MLMs where it's like your background does not matter. Anyone can be accepted into it. And it's like, that's not always a good thing. That also just point blank period isn't a good thing. Like that shows they let anyone join. That's not good. Like they don't care about the quality of like the salesperson and if they can actually do it and will actually be successful. Your argument is a non-argument, or rather an argument for the opposing point.
People don't, want to become NFL football stars. People want to become basketball. They want to become celebrities. They want to become influencers, but only the top 1% do make it to that level.
Oh God, one of my favorite arguments. The NFL and whatever other organization she just named that's associated with this logical fallacy. The difference there is that those platforms and organizations are not recruiting people into it with the promise that they will be making money and then making their money off of those people spending money. People in the NFL aren't spending money to join a team. Like, yeah, sure, they are recruited. That's a completely different process. They aren't paying money to get in there. They are having their uniforms, their equipment, everything paid for, their travel paid for. Like, they are being very well compensated. Absolutely. And then their success within that company or that organization, how well they play in the games, their salary, their bonuses, whatever, is not dependent on them recruiting other people into it. It's dependent on their own performance, just like content creators, just like YouTubers, just like the majority of other people working normal jobs. It has to do with their own performance, not them recruiting other people onto the team. There are recruiters for that. Those people have to do that and actually are very specific with who they are going to recruit because they want the organization to perform better and to do better and to make more money as a machine itself. But it's not the player, the influencer, anyone like that who's spending their time recruiting people. No, they're just busy doing the actual thing, whether that's creating content, playing football, doing whatever. It has to do with you, not you getting other people to do the exact same thing that you do. So again, argument invalid. So yikes. This is not a good argument at all. And if anyone on this girl's team, or if she comes see this video and are in the comment section, I would love to be able to dismantle any other type of argument you have with this. Again, I'm not being a mean girl. Let's stick to facts. Let's stick to comparisons that actually make sense, because this comparison does not make sense. Just because another industry, like another statistic is similar in like the numerical value of it, like, oh, well, only sorry, this is a very morbid example, but like, oh, well, only 1% of people or less than 1% of people in MLMs make money. Well, less than 1% of people with stage 4 colon cancer are gonna survive. Does that mean you're just gonna give up? Brittany, calm down. However, when you are so desperate, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean truly, you are desperate for change, desperate for money, desperate for validation, and you are being love bombed and just have that toxic positivity just coming at you and building you up and trying to, make you believe whatever and just being so positive, sunshine and rainbows. That's great. It's obviously not. You can't survive off of sunshine and rainbows. You'll literally starve. You need money to buy food. Okay. So when you are more desperate for these types of things and to believe this like dream and this opportunity can change your life, and you're really just looking for something and all that, you are more, I don't want to say groomed, but conditioned to believe these types of things, where they could give an example like that. The like, well, 1% of blah, 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 right? And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. But then if you sit there and think about it for like, again, more than 5 minutes, the argument doesn't make sense. And her argument, I don't even have to stay here for 5 minutes. This argument makes no goddamn sense. If I was wearing dangly earrings, they'd be shaking. That's how much it doesn't make sense, because I'm just going like this, like, what? No, this doesn't make sense. Okay. Your argument should not make dangly earrings jangle. Okay. They should not, unless you're going like this. But who goes like this? No, it's just like, what? No. You get it? Okay.
There are people that invest a lot of money trying to reach that level. That is the case in any business structure, especially when there's a big difference of a big dream. But I was a person. Like, I didn't have any type of following at all, skill, education.
Not her saying she wasn't a person. Girl, what? You were not a person. What were you? A rock? Lord. Oh, Brittany. No wonder you've been put in anti-MLM videos, because what are you talking about? Oh, Lord. Okay. So her saying like you spend so much money, that's like with any business structure. No, not at all. Being a content creator, you can make a lot of money with, especially these days, without spending any money. You don't have to have, well, I mean, good audio and lighting. Yeah. But like, girl, sit by a window, be in indirect sunlight, use your phone. Like, you don't need all that. There are a lot of quite successful TikTokers and people on Instagram who just make content from their phone, and they don't even use like good cameras or anything like that. Should they? Yes. However, they don't. And that's okay. But no, necessarily you don't have to spend money to make money, but especially when you are in a position where you are a salesperson, like she is in this multi-level marketing company. So now she's comparing it to in any business structure. No, that's not correct, because what you're about to compare it to, I assume, is owning your own business. That's two completely different things. Starting a business, yes, you are going to spend money to make money. Typically, that's how that works. But then like you're going to have overhead. Okay. But then with being a distributor, a salesperson for a multi-level marketing company. Let's just pause for a second. This feels good, right? Getting back to the roots. This feels real good. I love it. Okay, back to action. Back to it, girl. But being a distributor in a multi-level marketing company, you are a salesperson. That's what you do. That's what you are. So no, to be a successful salesperson, you should not have to spend money. No. Why would you have to do that? Why would you have to pay to become an employee of the company, even if it is 1099, like, and not W-2? That is not how that works at all, or how that should work at all. And take it from me, I've been a sales rep at multiple different companies and multiple different industries. I've been many times in the top 5% of the sales reps, or let's say within the top, because I've worked at huge companies. So I've been within the top 20 of the sales reps, right? And I didn't spend any money. I sat at my desk, took calls, sold accounting services, sold houses, sold contracts to urologist's office for erectile dysfunction medication, sold minimally invasive spinal surgery. Did I ever have to buy spinal surgery? Did I ever have to buy erectile dysfunction medication, or a house, or a wedding dress, or med spa services? No. I never had to do any of that to be able to make a good amount of money at my job. So that, again, is a non-argument and completely invalid. Let's go on to the next point, Brittany.
And so I'm going to applaud you for making your dollar bill, I guess, if that's the best way. But coming out acting like you're so much better than is just hypocritical to me, because I see the communities, just like you guys have sleuths. We also do, you change your Zoom code, go into the Zooms and stuff. You have the people that are sucked into the anti-MLM cult, they're not making any money at all. They're just wasting time.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that. Girlfriend, I got lawyers. I got doctors. I got psychiatrists. We got some money-making in this comment section right now. We do. We got civil engineers. We got one of y'all, because I asked a few times, I was like, what do y'all do for work? Like, what do y'all do? Because it is very, very interesting to me. But I saw one that like said some complicated ass thing, and they were like, in parentheses, it was like, yes, I'm a rocket scientist. And I was like, what the fuck? Girl, what you doing here? You silly, goofy, funny girl. But yeah, no, there's some people. Tell her. Not me being like, hey, leave your salary below. What's your net worth? But no, that in itself that's a logical fallacy. I wouldn't say an ad hominem, because not really. I guess it would be more so a straw man fallacy. So saying like, oh, well, you're not making any money. Yeah, they are from their job. So is the argument just like, well, you're poor? Okay, Brittany, if someone who watches my videos is making money or not making money, if they have a lot of commas in their bank account or zero, that has nothing to do with the validity of any of my arguments or the facts or opinions that I put out there. So again, your argument is false and, quite frankly, stupid, because yeah, why would people make money from just watching content that they enjoy? Brittany, are you making money by watching XYZ show that you enjoy? Are you making money making book nooks, or riding horses, or going for a run, or listening to a book on Audible? Are you making money gardening, doing a craft? No? Well, that's embarrassing, and that makes you a hypocrite. See, that argument makes no sense. I don't expect to make money watching content that I like. I'm not working. It's just something I enjoy. So again, argument invalid.
Watching your content. At least we have a promise where you can make some income and get some product, right? That's just it. And so whatever,
You have a promise that people are going to make income. Yes, FTC, I'd like to file a complaint on Brittany Metke. Yeah. She's making income promises. She's making income claims. Okay. No, you hang up. No, you. Okay. I'll text you in 5 minutes. Love you. Bye. None of your business. So again, this is comparing, for all intents and purposes, a sales job and an activity that you enjoy. It's completely different. Shouldn't be compared.
I'm just putting it out there for my network that knows I've been a target before, and that's just my own hot take on it all. And you do you, and I'll do me, and I guess we'll just all be okay. But I just find it incredibly hypocritical. That's it. And I mean, we all make mistakes, I guess, and keep on doing you. I mean, I know it's hard to get a monetized YouTube channel, and y'all did it, and I'm so proud of you, because I don't even have that. So keep it up.
And you don't even have that. Well, interesting. What do you know? It's not surprising at all. So that's wild. It's insane that she can't see the difference in this. Overall, this is not hypocritical for content creators to make money for the content that they put out, for doing work. This is work. It is easy. Yes, it is time consuming. It is work. What is hypocritical is pretending that the ethical, transparent, above board monetization of educational content and just commentary content in general is somehow equivalent or comparable to a business structure or business model that is built on exploiting their recruits. One is educational, informative, comedic at times content that is free, and one is indoctrination. And trying to equate the two isn't a hot take, it's a logical fallacy. It's a hot take, like a hot, steamy turd that is the network marketing industry. A steamy, steamy poop pie. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed this video and me truly getting back to my roots. I know I did. I loved it so much. So if you have any content suggestions, topic suggestions for me, please email me, Chelsea@ChelseaSuarez.com. If you want to submit any screen recordings, content, anything like that for me to do videos on, react to, send links or content, whatever, upload it to Google Drive and then share access to that with Chelsea@ChelseaSuarez.com. And I would very much so appreciate it. I definitely want to make content that y'all are interested in. So submitting your suggestions is very helpful. Anyways, you might not make money or become a billionaire by watching my videos or being subscribed, but you know what you will get? A sweet ass. And that's just by hitting subscribe. Girl, maybe even commenting below. I don't know. This is not a cult, but it is a group of feral, spicy, big old booty cheeked bitches. All right. And 5 straight guys. Maybe they're all caked up too. Who knows? I know Tony's all caked up. That booty. Have you seen it? I have. Oh my God. One of the main reasons I hunted him down. I did. I was like wearing one of those little cute hats and like I was about to say a machete. That's not what I had. That got violent. Anyways, he can't hide from me. I find him. So if you want a free BBL, go ahead and it's instant too. No downtime. You just click subscribe, comment, watch my videos, and then boom, cheeks for weeks, all caked up, looking like 2 luscious honeydews. Cantaloupes. Which one's bigger? I don't know. Watermelons? No, that's too oblong. Oblong? Who am I? Blippy? All right. If you're not subscribed, you're dead to me and you're going to get pinworms. I don't know what to tell you. All you have to do is subscribe. You won't have to wash all your sheets. You won't have to take that gross drink and you won't have pinworms. So seems like the choice is pretty easy. All right. I will see you on my next video. Stay spicy, stay assertive. Know that you are valuable. Your feelings are valid. And as always, if you're subscribed, if you're not, you're dead to me. But if you are subscribed, your butt looks so good and you are so hot. You're beautiful and funny and cute and smart. Okay? Okay? Okay, bye.